Hello, hello, hello.
Good morning.
Hey, good morning. Welcome to the morning breakfast brew. Right. Let's do something here. Hey, what's up, folks? This is Dr. Cummings. Listen, I'm super excited to come to you. I'm going to be doing a workshop at the end of this month. It is going to be for 2 days. It's developing a mental toughness for success. We're going to be talking about the mindset. We're going to be dealing with paradigms, and I'm going to show you how to literally use your imagination to begin to envision, to create your future, to create your destiny. Also, we're going to be dealing with a lot of issues in the framework of your mind. I want to show you how to eradicate and reprogram your mindset for success. Listen to me, this is going to be amazing. Message me if you want to be part of this. It's going to be for 2 days. It's going to be intense. And we're going to be doing it on the Zoom platform. For those of you who are not in Trinidad, you want to be part of this, it's going to be amazing. It's 2 days, a workshop on developing a mental toughness for success. This is Dr. Cummings. Listen to me, I'll see you on the inside. Blessings. Hey, what's up, folks? This is Dr. Cummings. Listen, I'm super excited to come to you. I'm going to be doing a workshop at the end of this month. It is going to be for 2 days. It's developing a mental toughness for success. We're going to be talking about the mindset. We're going to be dealing with paradigms, and I'm going to show you how to literally use your imagination to begin to envision, to create your future, to create your destiny. Also, we're going to be dealing with a lot of issues in the framework of your mind. I want to show you how to eradicate and reprogram your mindset for success. Listen to me, this is going to be amazing. Message me if you want to be part of this. It's going to be for 2 days. It's going to be intense. And we're going to be doing it on the Zoom platform. For those of you who are not in Trinidad, you want to be part of this, it's going to be amazing. It's 2 days, a workshop on developing a mental toughness for success. This is Dr. Cummings. Listen to me, I'll see you on the inside. Blessings. All right. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
All right, Andrew Dixon. All right, just let us know where you are coming in from, what part of Trinidad you are from, what part of the Caribbean. Tracy, good morning. All right, blessings, everyone. Good to have you on. Welcome to the morning breakfast brew. This morning, we're going to be talking about just a discussion we're going to have on mental toughness for success. That's the workshop that we're going to be doing on next week, Monday, Tuesday. Okay, and we want to just give you the opportunity to be part of this. You know, a lot of folks are asking, about this whole mindset, the construct of the mind, why the mind is so important, why dealing with the mindset is so important. We're going to just discuss that this morning to get a little bit of, I think last session we spoke about the conscious mind, the subconscious mind, and the body, and how things work in that area. Now, that's part of a course that we have on paradigms. Okay, so we're going to be introducing that very soon. But what I have coming up next week, Monday, Tuesday, is the mental toughness for success. So at this moment, I want to just have a little bit of discussion on that. That is going to help us basically as folks come on. All right. So I want you to make sure, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, make sure like and subscribe. I want you to pause a little bit and go and like the page, like the link, all right, so we can create some movements upon this platform and build the network, all right, so that we can really facilitate the assignment that God has given to us. Okay, good morning, Darcel, Tracy, all right. Gardner is in the house. How are you? How are you? So I want you to just share this link on your Facebook page, All right, go and share it. Take the link, copy the link, and share it on your WhatsApp. And tell somebody. Don't keep all this stuff to yourself. All right. There's no fun if your homie don't get some. That's a Snoop Dogg. All right, folks. Okay, so let's see if we could communicate with you this morning. Okay, you want to give me a shout out?
Good morning, everyone. Hope all is well. Today's the top of the morning, top of your week. Take some copious notes and let's roll. Exciting things ahead.
All right. So what we're going to be talking about this morning, we're going to be talking about the conscience. Mm-hmm. All right. You know, we have the conscious mind, subconscious mind, and the conscience.
Conscience.
Yeah. So a lot of people get that whole thing mixed up. Okay. All right. So we want to get into that, and I want to also share a little bit on also the 4 factors that work together to shape your value system. Mm-hmm. Hear me again. Now, this is part of the mental toughness for success.
Right.
Okay. Those of you who are on, we're going to run the video again in a few minutes. Okay, for the workshop we have coming up on Monday, Tuesday. A lot of you that are dealing with decision making. Okay, because remember, your mind, your emotions, that's part of your mind. Mm-hmm. So this is why dealing with that whole area of your mind is so critical. Even folks who go through emotional, like trauma and thing, okay, the issue in your mind is critical. Dealing with your mindset is critical, because when you go through trauma and hurt, your soul is wounded.
Right.
Okay, and your soul is made up of your mind, your will, your imagination, and your intellect.
Right.
Those are the 4 components that makes up your soul. So when somebody go through trauma, hurt, or wound, okay, your soul get affected. Okay, so, and when that is affected, it also clouds your decision-making process.
Okay.
Yeah, it clouds your decision-making process. So whether it's business, whether it's personal, whatever you're doing, the mind is critical.
Yeah, for sure.
it's critical. So the healing, and a lot of individuals need healing in those areas. So what we are doing here, we are bringing some clarity on how the mind works. Right, so in that mental toughness for success, I'm going to be dealing with how to use your imagination and you'll be able to envision things on the canvas of your mind. Mm-hmm. Okay, and so that's what I will be dealing with. Okay. So those of you on just all right, North Carolina is in the house, wonderful. All right, so let's jump into it while others are coming in. So let's deal with the conscience.
Conscience.
Yeah. Conscience, right? The conscience is what we call is the belief system or the value system,
right?
Okay, that has been developed over time. Mm-hmm. Now, somebody at the age 30, 25, remember we mentioned that on the last session, that because of your environment, things that you're exposed to, life experiences, that is part of shaping your conscience. Sure. Okay, and your personality. Mm-hmm. So when you are someone, you see someone is 30 years, 40 years, you're talking about years and years of programming and shaping they have to deal with. Yeah. Okay, but it's not difficult. It's possible. Okay, but it's going to take some work.
Yeah,
it's going to take intentional work. This is why a lot of individuals sometimes, because it's too much, they just leave it. So you find now a lot of people they suppress a lot of things. All right, in your subconscious, they just put it away there and not deal with it.
Lock it away.
Yeah, lock it away. This is why a lot of individuals refuse to deal with stuff.
Okay.
Because it's going to take some work. It's going to take intentional work. It's going to take a lot of repetition. It's not an easy thing. Okay. So what we're sharing with you, it may sound easy, but it's not easy. I'm telling you, it's not easy. All right. So let's get into it again. The conscience is the what? The belief system or the value system. All right. That has been developed over a period of time, whether it's 10 years, 20 years, even coming out from your mother's womb while you're connected to the umbilical cord. Yeah. Okay, from the mother, because a lot of things are transferred from the mother to the child through the umbilical cord.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's how deep it goes.
Yeah, that's how deep this thing goes. So this is why, as a parent, right, what you do is so critical, because you transfer a lot of things, because it runs in the bloodline, in the DNA. But sometimes people don't talk about those things because, again, it's so much.
Yeah.
So people just push it away. All right. So yeah, those of you who are on this morning, let us know where you're coming in from. Please share, go and like the link and subscribe to the link. Okay. So what we are saying just now, what I was saying to you just now, the conscience is the belief system or the value system, all right, that has been developed over a period of time.
Yeah.
And its development has been influenced by four main factors. That is what we're going to touch on.
Right.
Four main factors that are responsible for developing or influencing that conscience. Okay. And these four factors work together to shape our value system and our belief system. Now, hear me. Now, I'm getting into some of the stuff that I'm going to be teaching on mental toughness for success.
Yeah.
Okay. So the four factors that we're going to touch on this morning, they work together to shape our value system and our belief system. So the thing that you believe, all right, the value, the thing that you value.
Yeah.
Okay. It was already shaped by these four factors years ago.
Yeah.
So you want to know why someone believes something.
Yeah.
Why their value is like this.
Correct.
As a result of these four factors that we're going to touch on, all right, that shape our value system and our belief system. You know, folks talk about belief.
Yeah.
Belief is critical. Right? Make it possible. If you believe, all right, you make it possible. Yes. Hey, Monique. All right, Diego Martin in the house. Blessings. All right, folks, just share this live. Invite your friend. This morning we are doing a little discussion on mental toughness. It's a workshop that we have coming up on the 23rd and 24th.
Yes.
Yeah, 23rd and 24th, which is Monday, Tuesday. Okay, and
What
this
time?
7 p.m.
Okay.
We're going to be doing it on the Zoom platform. All right, and we're sharing some slides, and it's going to be 2 days back to back.
Right. Okay,
so you want to make sure that you get into this. We're going to be sharing the video. All right, let me just run the video again.
Sure.
All right, let's just run the video again. Hey, what's up, folks? This is Dr. Cummings. Listen, I'm super excited to come to you. I'm going to be doing a workshop at the end of this month. It is going to be for 2 days. It's developing a mental toughness for success. We're going to be talking about the mindset. We're going to be dealing with paradigms. And I'm going to show you how to literally use your imagination to begin to envision, to create your future, to create your destiny. Also, we're going to be dealing with a lot of issues in the framework of your mind. I'm going to show you how to eradicate and reprogram your mindset for success. Listen to me, this is going to be amazing. Message me if you want to be part of this. It's going to be for 2 days. It's going to be intense. And we're going to be doing it on the Zoom platform. For those of you who are not in Trinidad, you want to be part of this, it's going to be amazing. It's 2 days, a workshop on developing a mental toughness for success. This is Dr. Cummings. Listen to me and see you on the inside. Blessings. All right, folks. All right, you over there?
Yeah.
All right. Okay, folks. So that's just a clip we run concerning the workshop that we're going to be having on Monday, Tuesday. And our discussion today is going to be based on mental toughness. Okay, so those of you wondering what the workshop is all about, what we are offering, we're going to share some things here on that. All right, if you want to be part of it, message me. All right. Most of you probably by now you have a WhatsApp number, but get in contact with me. The number is going to be on the screen running like now. So, all right. So the number is on the screen. Just link with us. All right. So let's get back into it. So those of you just jump on. So we deal with mental toughness for success. Mental toughness for success. I'm sharing some snippets on you. I'm saying to you the conscious or is the belief system or the value system. Okay. These are some of the things that are causing individual not to seize opportunity. They're causing individual not to step into that place where they want to, but they're not. Okay, we say its development has been influenced by four main factors. All right, The four main factors, all right, which becomes our basic for our decision making. The four. So how you make decision is based on your belief system and your value system is affected by these four factors.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to mention it just now. But it also affects your decision making. So when you see people get opportunities presented before them and they walk away from it, okay, like on yesterday you had the Bitcoin, all right, for beginners, okay, I send it out to certain folks and they're just that stuff. But I understand, you understand how certain people will think, all right, and you understand their decision making. That is what we're talking about. Why you will see opportunity and don't seize it. Why people don't make this the kind of decision you make it. All right. So let's talk about the four. Before we go into that, you want to touch anything?
No, I'm a student.
Right. All right. All right. So Keeshon is a student this one. All right. So let's talk about these four factors that affect our decision making, affect your value system. Okay. Let's go into it this morning. All right. Number one is our social environment. And we're going to get, I'm going to talk about that just now. Social environment, that's one. Your credible authority figures in our lives.
That's big. For sure.
Credible authority figures in our life. The four factors that affect your decision making and your value system. And we are not talking about today, we're talking about years. Number one, your social environment. We're going to get into it. So I give you it in chunks, and then I reverse and I chop it up so you can eat it because it's too heavy for you to eat it in chunks. Right? So I'm going to give you it in chunks, and then we're going to come back and we're going to chop it up. So the second group is credible authority figures in your life. That is a big word.
That's huge.
Because you could have a credible figure in your life. But what that person is teaching you, what they believe. Okay? Sure. But because the person is credible, you value what they say.
Sure.
All right? And some of the times it's not even correct. All right? So, but that person now, because that person is a credible figure, and we're going to touch about some of the credible figures, you value what they say. And because of that now, they affect your decision making and your value system. Because your conscience, that system there has been shaped and formed by these individuals. The third group is repetitious information. Repetitious information. All right. And the fourth group now, personal experiences. Is that making sense though? All right. So folks, this is an intro to mental toughness for success. So we're going to share it with you here because we want some of you to be part of this. So let's talk about social environment. Help shape what we believe about the world around us. Social. What some of these social things? We have the media, the television, the news, the government, and all that stuff. Social environment helps shape what we believe about the world around us. What are some of the things that you constantly listen to that shape your belief system? It affects your value system. So, all right, in our developing years, we were totally innocent in our thinking. So while you're coming up, you're innocent because remember as a child, 2-3 years coming up, you're innocent. You're hearing a lot of stuff. But as we begin to develop mentally, our social environment begin to impose certain perceived truths about the life that affects the development of our value system. I'm going to run it to you again. When we begin to develop mentally, because remember as a child, your mental is being developed. Okay, your personality is being shaped. So your environment, authority figures, things around you, life experience, all those things are shaping your personality and your belief system, your value system. This is why some people are the way they are. They make decisions the way they are. And you're trying to change something that has been developed over 20 years, over 30 years. It's not something that is easy. It's not easy. Okay, let me run this again. So we begin to what? To develop mentally our social environment, begin to impose certain perceived truths. Notice what I said, perceived truths. All right? It's not truth, it's perceived truths about the life that affects the development of our value system. Okay? So what is socially acceptable becomes part of our decision making.
Yeah, correct.
Socially acceptable. It's not right, but it's acceptable socially.
Yeah.
And we accept that. So you can accept something that is wrong, but because it happening socially, you accept it. Okay? Make it this decision making process and thus a part of our conscience makeup. Right? Any you want to channel?
Well, I mean, I did some sociology, and one of the definitions that really struck me when I started studying soc was the definition of a norm. And they highlighted that the definition of a norm is pattern for behavior and not pattern of behavior. So anytime you see people operating with group consciousness and they're operating within a norm or the norm, understand that a norm is a pattern for behavior and it's not a pattern of behavior. That stood out to me. So in other words, if it's a pattern for behavior, the question now is who is shaping the narrative?
Wow. and that narrative is shaped. That narrative is shaped even while you were growing up.
Yeah, correct.
Because remember, folks, why this is so critical, because your belief system, your decision making, it's not happening when you are 40 years, 20 years, 30 years.
Yeah.
Okay? This is why for some of us it is so difficult.
Yeah, for sure.
To shift that. You want to, but if you don't go back in the root, in the foundation, and begin to use a system to shape it, it's not going to shape so easy. So this is why intentionally you have to put yourself in certain environment. Right. Intentionally, you have to listen to certain things through repetition to deal with that. Remember, we talk about what it does. I share with you, call it the terror bar.
Yes.
Right. It forms a terror bar. And it's so guess what? And that terror bar, you don't break that so easy. You don't break that. Years and years of patterns that stay there in that subconscious mind. You don't break that so easy. Okay? And social environment. Okay? So what is socially acceptable becomes part of our decision making.
Correct.
Decision making process. And thus a part of our conscience makeup. That's how it's formed. And there are a lot of things that are socially acceptable, but it's not right.
Yeah, correct.
Socially accepted by the government, by the media, by television. Not everything that is socially acceptable is right.
Most things.
Most things.
and the reason I say most things is because when you look at the habits of the average person, right, look at the results that it's producing. And most people in the 97% of the world don't like the results that they're producing.
No.
So if they don't like the results they're producing, and the results they're producing is a result of their social condition, then again, you still have to ask yourself, who created the narrative for us to live in that condition to create results that we don't want?
Yeah. And most of the times, remember we spoke about that, if it's coming from, let me say, government.
Yeah.
Remember the government, politics is run from the basis of scarcity.
Yeah. I remember you were sharing that with me.
I'm telling you that. You may not want to believe that, but I'm telling you, the whole concept of government and politics is run from that place to keep people thinking that everything is scarce.
Wow.
So for instance, let's take for example, a country may have $20 billion, real money to run it, but when the government, the politics, when they come up to talk about, they will tell you we don't have any money. Because the idea is to keep people at a place that always think from a place of scarcity.
Wow.
Which means it don't have enough.
Wow.
So everybody at the bottom now always fighting. They're fighting. And remember we spoke about, so you have a lot of people now have what we call a pie mentality.
Yeah.
Okay? A pie mentality, which means everybody now wants to grab and to take, and they're selfish and hoarding. Yeah. And you make decisions from a place of scarcity. But understand what we are teaching, what we are sharing in the kingdom, there's no scarcity in the kingdom.
Correct.
There's no lack and there's no scarcity in the kingdom.
Correct.
Because there's enough for everyone.
Exactly.
There's enough money for everyone. Let me ask you a question, Keeshon. Did someone blow it up? Come on. Did someone rob you or take all the money?
Yeah,
no, there's enough for everyone.
Correct.
And this is the concept we have to deal with, where people are thinking from a place of scarcity. And we call it a pie mentality.
Mindset.
A pie mindset. Which now, so what we have to create, what we call now, is a stream. So whenever you think about wealth, whenever you think about money and success, it's a stream. It's not that pie mentality. You got to get rid of that, because if it's a stream, which means there's enough for everyone.
There is.
It coming from a source. So guess what? I'm in Princeton, New Grant. All right, the stream is running from Port of Spain straight down to south. Okay, and I'm coming from New Grant, and I just tap into the flow. Guess what? I allocate that stream to me.
Straight to you.
Okay, you and they go. You tap into that same flow, so it just flows. So it have enough for everyone. It's a flow. It's not a pie. Ask the question: did somebody blow it up?
Correct.
Did somebody steal the money? There's enough for everyone.
Correct.
All right? Social environment. That's the first one. Impact your belief system, your value system. What are the things that you're listening to socially? Let's go to the next one. The next one is authority figures. All right, for those of you who just jump on, we're talking about the four components that affect your value system and your decision making in your conscience. Right? Authority figures. Now, authority figures teach us certain things about life and living that become a part of our conscience or value system. Now, the key thing here is authority figures, which means now you believe this person because they're in a position of authority.
Correct.
And not because someone is in a position of authority doesn't mean what they're saying is truth.
Exactly.
But you believe them because guess what? They're in a place of authority.
Yes.
And you see that happen a lot in church.
Yeah. 100% correct.
I'm telling you that. The person is in a position to lead, the person is in a position to pastor, whatever.
Yeah.
There's a place of authority. So whatever they say now becomes law. I believe you.
Yeah.
I believe you. And you didn't do your research, you didn't do any kind of thing, you didn't do your homework. You just believe somebody who was in a position of authority and what they're saying was not even truth.
Correct.
Authority figures, they teach us certain things.
That's a big one.
Come on. So these authority figures such as, let's go. And no, we call one. Let's name some of the authority figures. You have parents.
Yeah. As a first.
Daddy says so. Mommy says so.
Yeah.
You taking money advice from daddy and daddy
Yeah.
broke.
Yeah.
No, serious. You're taking money advice from daddy and daddy broke.
Correct.
Daddy cannot manage money. He's not making money. But because he's an authority figure, you're taking advice from him.
Because he's daddy.
Because he is daddy.
Correct.
Relatives, right? Relatives telling you about business and they have no business. They're telling you what decision to make and they're not even in a place of that. Okay? Teachers in school. Not because somebody in school teaching doesn't mean to say that authority. I'm sharing this thing with you because I'm showing you the areas, the components that affect our belief system and our value system. Okay? You have so you have parents, you have relatives, you have teachers, you have ministers.
Yes.
Right? Those who we hold or we are told, respect and listen to.
Sure.
So you respect the person, you listen to them. All right? They affect how and what we choose to believe about life.
Exactly.
You see a little child going to school, 6 years, 7 years, and they come home. Listen to me. Miss says so.
Miss says so.
The teacher says so.
Correct.
Sometimes the teacher wrong.
Yeah.
And no matter what you tell that child, they will listen to you. But guess what? They will do what Miss said.
Exactly.
Because Miss is the authority figure on that subject.
on that topic.
On that topic.
I could just answer that.
Yeah, go ahead.
I would have learned about that when studying the science of sales.
Right.
They were highlighting the psychology of the average person.
Yeah.
And of course, every single top class salesman and saleswoman in studying the science of influence, the science of persuasion, the science of sales, we were taught to become the authority figure in less than 4 seconds of interaction. On a psychological standpoint, it's about understanding that the human receives information once the subconscious mind attaches the information to that person being an authority figure in that space, in that place. It's part of the science of persuasion.
So just based on the person's position.
Correct. And that can be established in the subconscious mind in the first 4 seconds of anyone speaking.
Wow.
Yeah.
Folks, you're hearing this. And these are some of the individuals that we had in our lives.
Correct.
Authority figures that affect our belief system, our value system, and that shape our conscience. All right? They affect how and what we choose to believe about life.
Correct.
Okay? So somebody, you believe something, okay? You're making choice, all right? You're choosing a particular way as a result of some authority figure who influenced you, who tell you something 10 years ago, 20 years ago. That was not right.
Wow.
What did somebody tell you about money?
What did they tell you?
Come on. That you still hold that now, and we're in 2023. And it's not even applicable.
Yeah.
All right, but you hold that because the person was a person of authority.
Correct.
Okay, so I hope what we are sharing here, listen, me really helping you. Let's go to the third point. The third one. Our minds are designed to accept information that is fed to it on a consistent, repetitious basis. Repetition.
Yeah.
What you hear, what you're listening to over and over. What are you listening to over and over that you don't even like? But you're listening to it. Our mind is designed to accept information that is fed to it on a consistent, repetitious basis.
Correct.
That's how our mind is designed. And you know what I tell people? God deal with us the way He created our mind to function. That's why the soul aspect of the individual is so critical. It's really critical. Folks, let's hear what some of the folks are saying. You're all quiet this morning, like we too deeper. Send a message. Come on, Nati. Monique, Nati, are you this morning? All right. Come on, talk to me. What's going on? All right. Let's know what you think about this discussion this morning on mental toughness for success. It's a workshop we have coming up next week, Monday and Tuesday. Really in depth. If you're not part of it, message me to jump on board with this. It's going to be mind shifting. So we're just sharing some things that we're going to be touching on this workshop. All right, on next week. Come on now. Somebody say, come on now. All right, so let's deal with the third thing. The third thing is, what is the mind? All right, so we said to you that your mind is designed to accept information, all right, that is fed to it on a consistent, repetitious basis. Now you understand why the repetition, why the affirmation, the declaration, why you need to say things over and over to yourself, over and over. Why? Because when you understand that you are reprogramming the framework of your mind that has been established over a period of years, that really causing a restriction for you going forward. Come on, that's what is happening. So there's a way to change it.
For sure.
Because if you literally saying something on a repetitious basis that is not good, all right, remember the mind, even if it's good or bad, as long as you do it repetitious, that's the mind was designed to accept information. It didn't say good or bad information.
Exactly.
Okay, as long as it's done repetitiously, okay, the mind is going to accept it. Okay. Consistent and repetitious. So whatever I hear over and over, let me break it down now. So whatever I hear over and over again eventually makes its way into my thought process.
Yes.
Okay? and affects the value system and the decision-making process. You see where it comes in now?
For sure.
Okay, so you ask, why did I make that decision?
Correct.
And I didn't want to make that decision, but I make that decision.
That also explains the science behind advertisements and commercials.
Yes, go
Yeah.
ahead.
And that is why they play it over and over and over. Again, the science behind it, and I know it from the purchasing standpoint, right?
Right, yeah,
Right.
Sales. Okay. Yeah.
What they said is repetition also breeds familiarity. And when somebody gets into a state or a situation whereby they have to make a decision, they always, the key word here is always, goes towards the most familiar thought, thing, or option presented in front of them.
Thought, thing, or option presented before them.
Yes,
Yes.
correct.
you know why you say that? This does come to mind. Yeah? This does come to mind. Now, let's look at it from a relational standpoint.
Yeah.
Okay? Individuals in relationship. So somebody in a relationship, abusive relationship.
Yeah.
And you tell yourself, listen to me, I'm not going to go in the next abusive relationship. Man, it's all that stuff. And you know, next relationship is the same thing.
Wow.
Next relationship is the same thing.
Wow.
And it's happened over and over.
Correct.
Because that is what you not only attract, but remember now, your conscious mind is developed over and over, because that is what you experience, repetition over and over. So even though you say it, though, you're not going to go back into that relationship or meet somebody like that. Guess what? Familiar.
And it's a form of security.
It's a form of security because it's what you know.
Correct.
It's what you know. And you know what's the danger in this too? You attract people like that.
Exactly.
Even though you don't want it. That is the law of attraction coming.
Yeah.
That's how critical this aspect is. Our mind are designed to accept information that is fed to it on a consistent, repetitious basis.
Even marketing understands that as well. Because, for example, they understand, for example, if you were to feed information to your mind at certain points of the day, they could influence your dreams.
Wow. Yeah. You see that in social media too. They put things up on you. The algorithm, when they see you click on something, they already know, hey, if you click on this here, this person, so you go in the next thing, come up again, and you find yourself, why this thing only coming up?
Correct.
Because that's it. Because it's a form, and it's like subliminal messages that sent to you. Repetition, folks. So this is important. All right. So let's go back into it. So what if I hear over and over again? Eventually, it makes its way into my thought process. Thought process, my mind. So I begin to think of it. Why? Because I'm hearing it over and over. I'm listening to this thing over and over. It makes its way. Remember, I said to you on one of the sessions, thoughts come through intrusion.
Yes.
Okay. So thoughts come even without even your permission, but as a result of hearing it.
Over and over.
No, you listen, man. Listen how powerful it is. You are not intentionally focusing that music that is playing, but it's coming in. It's coming in, and constantly over and over coming in. But you're not intentionally listening to it.
Correct.
But it's coming in. It's making its way into your ear, to your brain, to your heart. It's coming in, and on a consistent basis. Whatever you hear over and over again eventually makes its way into your thought process and affects your value system and decision making, things that you value in life. So if you want to change that, change what it is you listen to. Okay? So this is the basis of the multi-billion-dollar advertising we were just talking about just now, or the marketing industry, because it was been proven that you see and hear something repetitiously, it will tend to alter the effect,
everything,
your thought process, and possibly your belief system.
Which
marketing
shapes the actions.
It shapes your action. It's the same thing we mentioned. We talk about coming out your conscious mind, your subconscious mind, your action, results. The 4 points we talk about. Folks, I'm telling you, if you get this thing down pat, if you really begin to study this, this is why I'm doing this course on mental toughness. It's not just in terms of finance, relationship, how you make decisions, because there are a lot of patterns that we have developed over the years that is causing a block for us now. I'm telling you, this is why I tell people your problem is not lack of money, you know. Your problem, no, I'm telling you, your problem sometimes not even opportunities.
Yeah.
Because it's coming before you every day. But it's that block, that mindset.
Yeah.
That area of your life gotta change.
I remember one of the guys that I listened to in my space. He said something that stood out to me. He said he's of the opinion that no one has money problems. He said everyone who has a money problem actually has a mental problem. That blew my mind. Yeah.
Folks, run it again, Keeshon. Run it again.
There's no one in the world with a money problem. Anyone who has a money problem, really and truly, what they have is a mental problem.
Ooh. So those of you who think you have a money problem,
you don't have a money problem.
It's a mental problem.
Correct.
This is why this workshop is so critical. All right. And you might say, well, and listen to me, you will say, oh, why are you going to study about the mind and how the mind works and all kind of thing? My problem is money. I need $1,000. You don't have a money problem. You have a mental problem.
And if you're telling yourself you don't have the money to come, you need it the most.
Come on.
Literally.
Yeah. Remember, we spoke about investing in your own personal development.
Correct.
Right? You invest in a lot of other stuff. Invest in yourself. Wow, boy, it's not a money problem, it's a mental problem.
Yeah.
Woo, somebody should take that home and run with it. It's not a money problem, it's a mental problem. All right, let's go to number 4. All right, finally, our conscience or belief system is shaped and developed over time by personal experiences that we have.
For sure.
Hey, listen to me. I feel like I gave over the whole course here. Trust what I'm saying. No. Personal experience. I'm sharing this information is so critical. I'm telling you, it's mind-blowing.
Yeah.
Your belief system is shaped and developed over time by personal experiences that we have, by personal experiences that you have.
Sure.
What are some of the personal experiences? Because remember, your personal experience is more real than me telling you something.
Correct.
And why that is important? Because that impact that area of your mind.
Yeah.
It leave a greater impression.
Yes.
The most potent impact on our belief system is our very own personal experiences. Yeah. All right? Let me run it to you again. The most potent impact on our belief system is our very own personal experiences. This is why, for those of you who have experienced poverty and lack.
Yeah.
All right, it's real to you.
Exactly.
That is, I'm telling you, because you experienced that.
Yeah.
And I'm saying to you, it's the most potent impact on your belief system, things that you experience. This is why. So if that is the most potent impact, all right, then I can literally put myself in a place to experience success.
Correct.
Oh, you didn't hear what I say.
Correct.
You could literally know. If you see, Keeshon, this thing is really something else.
Mm-hmm.
All right, there are things. This is why the science of getting rich is a science.
Yes, it is a science.
It is a science.
Exact science.
Okay. All right. Take for instance, someone sits on a chair. All right. So if I say, Keeshon, okay, I bring a chair, we come in a meeting, I say, okay, sit on this chair. Bam. And you sit on the chair fall up. You break down the chair, you damage your back, all that stuff. And everybody laugh at you in the room.
Yeah.
And you feel shame. Then Ansel run and he bring a nice chair. He say, all right, sit on this chair. Guess what? You'll watch that chair.
Like
watch Ansel.
Yeah.
And you remember the experience you had.
Correct.
Okay? But yet he brought a chair. And even though Ansel sit on the chair, he said, look at it, it's good, Keeshon, the chair is good.
Yeah.
You still will delay to sit on that chair.
Of course.
Why? Because you just experienced sitting on that chair and it fell apart.
Exactly.
And that experience is more real than somebody now Ansel telling you, sit on the chair.
Sit on the chair.
Even though he will take it and sit on it and show
Yeah.
it good. Your experience. And I'm saying to you, the most potent impact on your belief system is our own very personal experience. And hear this statement I'm going to give you. A personal experience makes the most potent impact on what we believe about any situation.
Exactly.
I'm going to write to you again.
Exactly.
Let me give it to you again. A personal experience makes the most potent impact on what we believe about any situation.
For sure.
This is why for some of us it's difficult to come out of a place where there's poverty and lack, because you're experiencing that all the time.
Yeah.
And it has a greater impact on your belief system.
Correct.
Those are the things that got to change. Your problem is not a money problem. Your problem is a mental problem.
Exactly.
Woo! Yeah. No, this is a wake-up call. This is a wake-up call for somebody.
It's true.
I don't have no money.
Yeah.
Problem is not money. Your problem is mental.
Correct.
All right. Your problem is mental. So we encourage you folks, invest in this program that we're running. All right. Tell a friend. Probably those of you, you're probably on, and you could sponsor a friend to come in this.
Yeah.
All right. Who battling in an area and they're struggling in an area, and you realize, you hear this morning, the problem is not money. The problem is mental.
Correct. It's the mind.
It's the mind. This is why we spend so much time in studying and understanding the subconscious mind paradigms and dealing with the terror bar. This is why, remember I said to you, when I'm doing the whole life coaching and mentoring, the first thing I deal with is paradigms. Yeah. I ask the individual, them tell me what is they want, all right, to understand where they are. And then when we go through that session, those sessions with the mindset, okay, guess what? Come back again and tell me it's a totally thinking different.
Yeah.
Totally thinking different. Totally thinking different. All right. Let's see what some of the folks are saying there. Come on. Not a money problem. Monique said it's a what? A mental problem. That's what somebody, every one of you should text that up there this morning. Put it up on your Facebook and thing. All right. So listen this now. So we see our belief system would be most influenced by our personal experience rather than by what I said to you.
Correct.
Let me say it again. Your belief system is most influenced by your what? Personal experience rather than what I said to you, what I'm saying to you.
Correct.
So then guess what? You have to get the experience.
Have to get the experience.
You have to get the experience.
This is one of the major reasons why in personal growth and development, we always tell our people, go to the car, go to the showroom, drive the car, go to the wealthy neighborhood, look around, experience what it feels like. Here's one of the most important things. Go to the seminar, go to the launch, go to the event, come to the call, so that you could form and fashion your own experience with the knowledge.
And that is impacting again your value system.
Exactly.
And the choices you make, you change in that. Because remember, look at statistics will tell you, and this is what I just brought here just now. All right. So what you witness with your own eyes, the chair you fell on, you saw it. All right. Your emotion, you sit on it, you felt it.
Yeah.
So you see it. You felt it.
Yeah. All your senses.
Your senses were involved. Your senses were involved.
Exactly.
When the chair crumble, you heard it too.
You heard it too. Yeah.
All your senses were involved. So it impact your belief system.
Yeah.
If you want to impact your belief system, put yourself in the right environment.
Exactly.
Listen to me. Put yourself around the right set of people.
Yeah, for sure.
Go to the programs. Come on. I'm telling you what I'm saying. Go in the showroom, sit down in the car, get in the environment, smell the stuff. Why? Because what you experience is more real than someone telling you something. This is why a lot of people, they hear a lot of things and still they're not successful.
Yeah.
Because hearing something alone don't impact your value system. Getting the information alone. There are people who are information oriented.
Yeah.
I'm going to say it again. There are individuals who are information oriented. You have all the information, but there's no transformation.
Yeah.
All the information, but no transformation. Okay? A personal experience is never at mercy of the most profound or agreements and makes the most potent impact on what you believe. Personal experience.
Sure.
Come on. So the person who experienced something, all right, and the person who did not experience it, all right, is at mercy with the person who experienced it.
Yeah. And there's a snowball effect down the direction of your past.
Wow.
So whatever is your past experience, always understand, unless you change your experience, you're going to recreate the past experience. So to change what you experience, you have to change what you are going to experience from your past experience.
Hey, folks, I hope you get this. We have a few minutes again. So let's bring this in. Now, for those of you on, remember, this is snippets I'm sharing from the workshop that we're going to be doing on Monday, Tuesday on mental toughness for success.
Next week.
Next
Monday
week.
and Tuesday.
Right. So in order to change your belief system or the conscience, which is the essence of renewing the mind, we must work within the framework of these 4 factors.
Yeah.
I give you 4 critical points there. Social environment, repetitious, life experience,
authority figures.
You work with that. You listen to me. If you get this and you begin to think, listen to me. Yeah. I'm telling you, you're going to begin to see some change. As long as you begin to do this intentionally, consistently, you're going to begin to see some change. Right? Oh God. What are some of the folks are saying there? Powerful, right?
Yeah.
I think that this one here, not a money problem, but a mental problem. I think somebody should run over that. Somebody should run over that. No. I'm gonna let me give this scripture.
Sure.
All right, sure. And we're gonna use the good book. All right. No, and I'm telling you this. Those of you, I want you to hear this scripture to support what it is I just said. All right. Now, the reason we see that God mandates His people to do things a certain way to develop a God-centered thought life. All right. There's a book in Romans 16:17. It says, "Now I urge you, brethren, note those who cause division and offense contrary to the doctrine which you learn, and avoid them." So the good book is telling you there are certain people you have to avoid.
Yeah.
I know you never look at it from that thing, but I'm telling you,
wow.
There are certain people, there are certain things you have to avoid. Examine your social environment. Yeah. Come on.
I like that one. They have some people now I'll say, I have to avoid it. The Bible say.
Yeah.
I need to avoid you.
Trust me. Ooh. Folks, these are just the points we share with you. Listen to me. All right. So operating within the framework, all right, of your mind, influence, a credible authority. All right, the Bible establishes for the believer the most reliable and dependable authority upon which you can trust. All right. So I want you to run this thing to you again. So make sure you get this, folks. Make sure you get this. These are just snippets we are sharing from Mental Toughness for Success. If you run with these 4 points, I'm telling you, it's going to be life-changing. There are more we could share with you. All right, but you got to take the course. All right, come to the course. All right. Let's see what some of the folks are saying. What is your takeaway? All right, that is a powerful word. What is your takeaway this morning before we bring it in here? All right, it's not a money problem, it's a mental problem. All right, let me see what Gardner said. Consistent repetition influence the mind. Oh, yeah, sure. I really appreciate this perspective on decision making. All right, so folks, before we log off, just share your takeaway. Just share your takeaway this morning. All right, let me just run this again.
Hey, what's up, folks? This is Dr. Cummings. Listen, I'm super excited to come to you. I'm going to be doing a workshop at the end of this month. It is going to be for 2 days. It's developing a mental toughness for success. We're going to be talking about the mindset. We're going to be dealing with paradigms. And I'm going to show you how to literally use your imagination to begin to envision, to create your future, to create your destiny. Also, we're going to be dealing with a lot of issues in the framework of your mind. I'm going to show you how to eradicate and reprogram your mindset for success. Listen to me, this is going to be amazing. Message me if you want to be part of this. It's going to be for 2 days. It's going to be intense. and we're going to be doing it on the Zoom platform. For those of you who are not in Trinidad, you want to be part of this, it's going to be amazing. It's 2 days, a workshop on developing a mental toughness for success. This is Dr. Cummings. Listen, I'll see you on the inside. Blessings.
See you on the inside. All right. So, you know, one of the things I'm going to be doing on this course, you heard me mention it there a few minutes ago, on the imagination and the envisioning. All right. And I'm going to share with you how we're going to talk about 3 areas of experiences: your natural experience, your soulish experience, and the spiritual experience. Mm-hmm. Okay. And when I explain that to you, you're going to see how it is that you can develop your soulish experience to manifest things in the natural. All right. I'll tell you, it's powerful. It's powerful. That is why those guys, Keeshon, those secular guys, they use imagination and envisioning. Yeah. Because remember, your soulish experience and your natural experience is just as real. Right. Your soulish experience is just as real as the natural experience and your spiritual experience. All right. So now you begin now I'm going to teach you now how to create things through imagination on the canvas of your mind. Okay, so you can literally create your soulish experience, which is going to be just as real as your natural experience. Yeah. But most people, as we talked about the last time, focus on the natural and the spiritual, and you forget the soulish. The soulish experience is one that you're going to create your future and your destiny with. So you could intentionally now begin to put things on the canvas of your imagination there through your soul and cause it to manifest in the natural. There's a way to do it. There's a way to do it. Manifestation time. Oh, all right. Let's see what folks are saying. All right. Somebody said definitely running with that. Oh, yes. Okay, Nati in Netherlands. It's not a money problem. Yeah, that's it there. All right. Experience influence our decision making. See what that's saying there. Everything always comes back to changing the mindset. Every single thing. Sure. All right. So, folks, any takeaway, Keesh?
Definitely. I like the 4 points actually. You know.
Yeah.
The 4 points is I would say the essence of creation. Or not?
Yeah, it is.
It's the essence of creation when you look at it. And if you change those 4 things, you change your environment, you change the people that you listen to, you change the information that you repeat on a day-to-day basis, and then you put yourself in the environment to incubate those other 3. You will manifest anything you want.
Folks, you hear it for yourself. Let's run it again. The social environment.
Yeah.
All right. Guess what? Credible authority figures. People you listen to. I know, listen to me, I know Uncle Sam really was good, but Uncle Sam tell you some crazy stuff. And have you in a bind right now, have you in a place of poverty and a lack.
Correct.
But you believe Uncle Sam because he's an authority figure. He helped you a lot.
Correct.
All right. That school teacher that you were listening to.
Yeah.
Come on. All those, when you look back, were part of forming and shaping your value system and your belief system that's in your conscience.
Yeah.
All right. Then we have repetition, information. And you keep repeating this thing over and over. All right. And you get the same results. And then your personal experience, as you heard Keeshon said, you put yourself in that incubator.
Yeah.
All right. Intentionally. What are some of the experiences that you want? Okay. So, folks, this is that intro to mental toughness for success. Message me the information. My number is on the screen there. All right. Run into the bottom and reach out to me on WhatsApp. All right. And remember, folks, we're going to start our
big launch.
Big things are going. All right. The book is here.
Yeah.
All right. From tonight, we're going to be putting up the link. No. This is an event that we have coming up. All right. On the book launch. And that is what we're going to be really, really pushing. It's going to be an experience out of this world. Right. Okay. We have a system in place. Message us. All right. You're going to get the link to go up and be part of this event. This is 4 levels of human existence. This is my 5th book. All right. And I believe this book is the game changer.
Yeah.
Changer game.
For sure.
This is the game changer. All right. Coming from next week, please God, we're going to be sharing some stuff from the book. Why you should get this book. All right. Why everybody should get this book. All right. Because we're going to be running with this 100. Okay. So stay blessed and don't ever stress. Love you.
Have a great one.
All right.